Namaskar students. Today we are going to discuss about the quadratic equation, which is very important topic in class 10th CBSE. Not only in CBSE but in other boards also it is equally important, and it is not important for exam of class 10th only. It is very good for your higher examinations, higher class studies. It is applied in in complex numbers, but thereby we have to discuss about non-real numbers also. Hereby we will discuss on real numbers only. So quartic equations, first of all we would like to discuss about quartic equation. What is it? Actually quartic equation is nothing but a polynomial having equality sign anywhere, like it is 3x square plus 5x is equal to 6. It is having equality sign over here, so we can say it is quadratic equation. Polynomial and equation are differing just on the basis of equality sign. This equality sign can be anywhere, like we can write here 3x plus 5 3x square plus 5x minus 6 is equal to 0. Also it is a quadratic equation. So first and foremost, one thing importantly to be discussed over here, quadratic equations and quartic polynomials have very close relations. In quartic polynomials we had discussed about the term zeros. Same term will be here written as roots, no difference at all, as we were finding thereby the zeros of the polynomial. Hereby we will find the root of the equation, but things are the same. Both of the things are the same, root or zero. Just a terminology difference is there. In case of quartic equation we will term it as root, and in case of polynomial we will term it as zero. Nothing difference at all. Now I think we people have learned how to find the zeros of a polynomial. Let's see. I am going to find a root of quartic equation. Say it is x square minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. We want to find its roots. So nothing to do, just we'll get factorized it. So we can factorize x square minus 3x minus 2x plus 6, that is 0. Taking x as common, x minus 3 over here, minus 2 can be taken out common from these both. So again x minus 3 will be here equal to 0. So x minus 3 in bracket finally common, and x minus 2 is equal to 0. Well clear that the product of two numbers can be 0 only when at least one of them is 0. So either x minus 3 is 0 or x minus 2 is equal to 0. If x minus 3 is 0, then we can have x is equal to plus 3. Okay, if x minus 2 is equal to 0, we can say x is equal to 2. So these two values of x are the roots of the equation. In case of polynomial we would have termed it as the zeros of the polynomial. I hope it is clear. So what is root? Root means the value of x that satisfies the equation completely, means LHS will become equal to RHS. Let's check for x is equal to 3. So x is equal to 3, then this will become 9 minus 5 into 3 plus 6. I think 15, and 9 plus 6 also 15, so it is coming to be 0. Means left hand side is turned to the right hand side. Left hand side is turned to the right hand side. Left hand side and right hand sides both are equal for 3. Same for 2 also we can check. But hereby in this topic, in this video, I am going to discuss about very important concept that is deleted for 2019, 2020 and 21. But it is very important concept to find the root by completing a square. So I am going to take a general equation for it, and we'll get the root of, actually not, it is not important for completing square method only, but it is also important because it is going to derive the formula for getting roots of a quadratic equation, also known as Shriddharacharya formula. Let's take. I'm going to take general equation. Standard form of the equation is that ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. What shall we do? The first step is to shift constant in the right. Okay. Next step, hereby in this derivation we must have to learn about the step. First step, the next step, the next step, and so on. Next step is divide by the coefficient of x square each and every term. So you'll get x plus b upon a into x is equal to minus c upon a. Okay. Why it is so? We are interested to make x square free from coefficient. Okay. Next step we can have x square plus 2 times x into b upon a. We can write that is minus c upon a. Why I am writing? Actually I am interested to convert it into perfect square. So for perfect square we must have a square plus 2a into b plus b square. To get b, actually to get b I have taken x square plus 2 into, means x square means say a square plus 2a into what will be this? B. So we need b square to get added to get the perfect square. So we'll have x square plus 2x into b upon a plus b upon a square. Okay, 2x. But remember, hereby it is 2, it is b by a only. Hereby we need 2x, so this will be also taken as 2a. Here again 2a, so it will be also taken as 2a. Since we have added b upon 2a whole square on the left hand side, not to make the difference in the equation, to balance the equation, we would like to add in the right hand side also. So b upon 2a whole square added in the right hand side, minus c upon a was already there. Okay, now we can see it is converted into a square plus 2a into b plus b square. So we can write it a plus b whole square. That is equal to, we can write here b square upon 4a square minus c upon a. Now take LCM of right hand side. So taking LCM of right hand side, what shall we have? B square minus 4ac upon 4a square. This is for x plus b upon 2a whole square. Now we want to get its value x plus b upon 2a. So what can we take? We can take here x plus b upon 2a, that will be equal to under the square root b square minus 4ac upon 4a square. But we are going to take square root, so this will be termed as plus and minus. So this, when we want to get x that is equal to minus b upon 2a plus minus, it is under the root b square minus 4ac upon 2a, because square root of 4a square is 2a only. So we'll have minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a, that is equal to x. It is known as Sridharacharya formula for quadratic equations. Sridharacharya formula. Okay. Also we can reduce it by considering something. X is equal to minus b plus minus under root d upon 2a, where d is equal to b square minus 4ac, known as discriminant. It is termed as discriminant. It is known as discriminant. So discriminant b square minus 4ac. Discriminant is b square minus 4ac. Now students, it is very important term, because on the basis of d only we are here to decide whether we can solve the equation or not. On the basis of d only. Okay, if d is giving us permission to solve, only then we can solve. Let's take how it is so. Let's see, when d is when D is, I'm rubbing this part, when D is positive, when D is positive, then we can solve. When D is 0, then we can solve. But when D is less than 0, number will become under the root, the number will become negative, and we know that square root of negative number is not possible. So we take here some conditions and rules. Okay, rules are there. Number 1, if D is greater than or equal to 0, real roots. Roots will be real. If D is greater than 0 or equal to 0, then roots will be real. Means that we can calculate it. It can come in root also, like 3 plus under root 5 upon 2. It is also a real number, you know well. Okay, so roots are real. Next condition, if D is greater than 0 only, not equal to, then real and distinct roots. Distinct means different. We'll have real and distinct roots. It means that one root can be 3 plus under root 5, another can be 3 minus under root 5. Both of them are distinct roots. So in this case, when D is greater than 0, purely positive number, in that case roots will be real and different, distinct roots. Next is, if D is equal to 0, then real and equal roots. Roots will be equal and real. Okay, just like if D is coming to be 0, let's see, if D is coming to be 0 means this term is coming to be 0, then for 0, I think once we'll get minus b plus 0 upon 2a, and that time also we'll get minus b minus 0 upon 2a. In both of the cases we have the same answer, minus b plus 0 upon 2a, yeah, minus b minus 0 upon 2a. It means we'll have only minus b upon 2a. So then both of the roots are equal, minus b upon 2a and minus b upon 2a. For real and equal roots, D should be equal to 0. Okay, next, fourth, if D is less than 0, then no real root. In this case, there will be no real root. So actually questions are demanded from you people to solve whether it is real or not. Means that you will be given an equation and some unknown term will be given k. Find k if roots are real and equal. Yeah, find k when roots are equal, real and distinct. Okay, or also it can be asked find k if roots are real only. So when it is given roots are real, then we put here D is equal to or greater than 0. If real and distinct demanded, so D is greater than 0 always. D is equal to 0 for real and equal roots, and if D comes below 0 means negative number, we haven't to solve, writing no real roots. No real roots. So thanks for all watching this video, and in the next video we'll solve some questions from NCERT even on the basis of D, means using this formula that is known as Sridharacharya formula or quartic formula. Thank you. Thanks for watching this video.